The Bible says, will a man rob me? Now, that means that in every money we get, God has his own part in it. Yes. My husband once said something during his ministration, and he said 80% of Christians are not wise. Because if they are wise, they will keep to principles just the same way the children of the world keeps to principles. And I agree to that fact. Now, what is always this controversy about payment of tithes? The Bible is actually clear about it. If you look at the scriptures, your tithe is the 10% of your income. And it should not just be a natural 10%, it should be your first 10%. And why is it your first 10%? This is so because the moment you get the money and you remove it first, it will be very easy for you not to consider your expenses before giving to God. God should be your first. When you get an income, the first thing you should remove is your tithe, because by the time you're already doing expenses and you're already calculating this or that, you will realize how big the 10% seem to be. Meanwhile, naturally it is not big. And then you begin to think, oh, I don't want to give God this. Why should I even pay this tithe and all of that? Now, let's just look at a very simple something. You have 5 million naira. How much is 500,000 inside of 5 million naira for you to give to God if it is not greed? Now, when you are a tithe payer, you can never lack. I repeat, when you are a tithe payer, you are under God's provision and you are under God's protection. And that's the reason why the Bible says those that pay tithe, it will rebuke the devourer for their sake. Things that should cause them problem or that should scatter their life, their destiny and everything, they will be protected or be covered, protection. And it says it will open the windows of heaven and bring them a blessing, provision. So these are the two blessings that are attached to the covenant of tithe payment. Okay, so when you pay your tithe, you get your protection, you get your provision. And then I realized something while studying that Malachi chapter 3. The Bible says, will a man rob me? Now, that means that in every money we get, God has his own part in it. Yes, because God cannot ask you that or tell you that you are robbing him if it is not his money. That means for every money that God passes through us, there is a percentage that is his own commission for his work in the kingdom, which he passes through every of his children. But because of lack of wisdom, everybody feels all the money that is coming through them, that is being channeled through them, is just for themselves and for their families. Not knowing that God is channeling wealth, channeling money through them so that they can also be able to give him just a little percent. A little, which is that 10%, so that it can be given to the church and the work of God can be established here on earth. But funny enough, we see a lot of unwise people, contending against it. Meanwhile, the children of the world are practicing this thing all the time. You see them before they carry out a major project or something. You see them going to church, slaughtering seed, giving tithes. They know these things. They're practicing